This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
Makalaka ding dong.
Hey,
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of the Fantasy Roadshow. We are your hosts. I'm the truck. He's Kulz. I'm in a truck right now. Let me hit you with the air horn quick. Hell yeah. And we are back with another mock draft. Catch me on Twitter at fantasy_trucker. Catch him at Kulz_sports. Remember to follow the show at Fantasy Roadshow. Remember to check us out on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast, just stop what you're doing right now. Go to youtube.com/sportsethos. Like and subscribe, please, and thank you.
Yes,
also,
sir.
While you're at it, check out thefantasyroadshow.substack.com. It is our Substack. You get all of our written material. We're posting rankings, all everything you want. It's on there, and that's where you get it. Mike, how are you doing today? Are you ready to fucking mock?
Yeah, let's makalaka ding dong. Make sure you check out Substack, the fantasyroadshow.substack.com. We are going to be releasing our rankings, dynasty and redraft. So that's very important. And yeah, I'm ready to mock. Let's do some super flexing. This is the future, people. Superflex is the future. So again, like, subscribe, and let's get it.
Just to preface, it's one quarterback, two running back, three wide receivers, one regular flex, one super flex, and a tight end. We're doing 30-second picks. And we are starting. And Arnold,
mock.
our friend at oh, damn it. Hold on. I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway
hit him with
because I am off my game right now. But everybody, listen up.
Mock, yeah. Draft, yeah. Ing, yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Love it. All right, 30-second picks. I am on the clock. Arnold is going down to his last second. He is auto drafting.
He's on auto draft. It says he's plugged in, but
Josh Allen for me, no brainer. He's my QB1. I'm going JA. LaFamina goes Hurts, Mahomes, and Jackson. And here's your boy.
Yes, he is on the clock. My guy, he's drafting from the 6th spot. I'm curious to see where he goes. Wow, Superflex auto draft Jefferson. He must have had that queued up, huh?
I don't know, man. But it's crazy. It is a crazy. All right. Justin Herbert, Fantasy Trucker, is on the clock.
I am on the clock, and I'm running low on time. I'm going to just go with Joe Burrow, and give me Joe Burrow all day if he falls to the 8th spot in a super flex.
Joey B. There goes Fields. Mr. B Shade on the clock. Okay, it looks like we got some good connection. It was.
Oh yeah, how's the draft board look? I want to preface to everybody that has seen our previous mock drafts and the quality wasn't great.
You're on the
We're
clock.
Working on it. I'm on the clock again here. I'm looking at. I'm going to be grabbing. Oh man, I'm going to grab. Oh shit. I'm going to grab Nick Chubb. I love me some Chubb. I have a Chubb for Chubb.
He sure does. Said it before and I'll say it again. Look at Trevor Lawrence falling all the way to the 2nd round at the 2-7 pick.
Absolutely insane.
That is wild. Women, wild women.
Yeah, I was. I could have. I probably, in hindsight, I think I overlooked Trevor Lawrence being there in that 2nd round. It would have been nice. I don't think I've ever started with a 2 quarterback in round 1 and 2 in these Superflex mocks. That would have been interesting.
Yep. Well, there goes Trevor Lawrence to your boy in the 6th spot. He goes McCaffrey Lawrence. He's liking Superflex right now. He will not start like that in his league.
Yeah, I gotta make sure to preface that.
There goes
Yep.
Amon Ra. I'm between CD and Garrett Wilson here, and I go CD every time. Give me the man CD Lamb. And I'm hoping that Garrett Wilson will fall to me here, but if he does not, I am happy with the start we got right now of Josh Allen, CD Lamb.
Let's see where Arnold goes here after starting Justin Jefferson, top quarterbacks available,
Devonta.
Deshaun Watson. Wow, he goes Devontae Adams.
Come on, let me get Garrett Wilson here.
Oh, that would be sweet for you, huh? I don't know if he goes 3 wide receivers to start a super flex.
I don't know if he does either. He does.
Wow.
All right, I see
Arnold.
you. I see you, Arnold. I'm going Jalen Waddle. It's kind of a no-brainer for me here. Oh, no. There we are. Jalen Waddle. I was going Wilson or Waddle, and I end up going Waddle. I like the ability that I can start 5 wide receivers, so I like to hammer out receivers early. Wasn't really tempted by Deshaun. Honestly, not Derrick Henry or Jacobs either, so that was a Waddle smash for me.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I was hoping for Olave to fall to me, but Austin in the 6th spot, he grabs him. That was a great pick for him. And I am going to go with Devonta Smith. I'm drafting him over T. Higgins. I think every draft.
I agree with that. And we're on to B-Shade, who started Hill and Cup. He's just really slinging it, hoping that he can fill out that quarterback role here towards the end.
Yeah, what a start, man! I have never seen that start before in a super flex, and that's
Josh Jacobs.
Deadly.
So he's just punting at quarterback, which is an interesting strategy. I would never do that. But when you're at the end of the draft, sometimes you just got to let it rip. So that's what he's done.
Yeah, zig when everyone is zagging, and he did that by taking DK Metcalf too. Here I am on the clock. I will be grabbing. I'm looking at Ramondre Stevenson, Najee Harris, Jahmyr Gibbs, Travis Etienne. I'm grabbing someone I normally don't grab, and Jahmyr Gibbs is my RB2. I'm really, really, really warming up to Gibbs as of lately.
Explosive. Getting him in the 4th round is value. That's super flex for you.
Yeah. And then after Gibbs goes Amari Cooper. And my buddy Austin over here grabs Geno Smith as his 2nd quarterback here in the 4th round.
Yeah, I'm looking at ETN. Hopefully he falls to me there.
Mike LaFamina takes Keenan Allen in the 4th round. So then you're going ETN, I'm assuming.
Going ETN. Boom. Travis, welcome to the squad.
Were you considering someone else, or was there any hesitation there for you?
No, none at all. It was him or Najee, and he ended up falling. He's my preferred option, so I go him. I would consider Daniel Jones if he falls to me, but I have a feeling Mr. ACAD is going to take DJ here.
I would imagine, unless he's just that ballsy where he's completely punting in a super flex up.
Aaron Jones.
Wow. Aaron Jones. If he goes Aaron Jones and Daniel Jones here, the Jones brothers over here.
The Jones bros. The Jonas
he
bros.
Goes Richardson.
So it's tempting for me to take Najee here, and I'm really considering it, but I love Daniel Jones. Him and Allen have a similar makeup there. I'm probably going to go Jones and see how 2 quarterbacks early goes for me.
Okay.
Najee is tempting there, but I just really like Daniel Jones, and I will see what it looks like with him.
Yeah, I've noticed in these Superflex mocks, you tend to go your second quarterback rather late. So I'm definitely interested to see how this plays out for you. All right. La Famina goes Calvin Ridley right after you, followed by Najee Harris, who finally goes off the board, and Joe Mixon. Austin is on the clock here in the 6th round, or at the 6th pick of the 5th round.
Yeah.
He goes Damian Pierce to pair up with Christian McCaffrey. Interesting. I am on the clock here. Kenneth Walker goes after Pierce. Looking at the available options here, one name that sticks out to me is going to be a wide receiver. I'm not looking at Debo. I'm not looking at McLaurin. I'm looking at Mr. DeAndre Hopkins, who looks like to be the only guy in that wide receiving room for the first 6 weeks now that Burks seems to be out.
Kyle Phillips as well out.
Yeah. So give me Hopkins all day. Followed by Russell Wilson and George Kittle. B Shade goes Jared Goff.
First quarterback, Jared Goff off the board. So that's decent. I don't know that I love Jacobs and Metcalf, but if you're fans of those guys, you got him at pretty good value. And then Goff, he was outstanding at home. It's a fast offense, so
Yeah, interesting that the two guys in our draft room here that went the first 4 rounds without taking a quarterback, they both grabbed their quarterback in the 5th round, Goff versus Richardson. Yeah. Very interesting. Here I am on the clock after Goff went Samuel, Dobbins, Goddard, McLaurin, Judy. Here I am looking at Drake London, DJ Moore, Miles Sanders. Since this is a 3 wide receiver league, I am definitely going to be grabbing DJ Moore as my wide receiver 3 to pair with Hopkins and Devonta Smith.
He wants
to kind of balance out the team here. I like it. I like it a lot.
Pitts, London, back-to-back, ATL Birds.
Followed by Miles Sanders and Christian
the Dirty
Watson.
Birds.
La Famina on the clock here. He has Jalen Hurts, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Keenan Allen, Ridley, and he goes Brandon Ayuk. Just a dagger in Mike's heart right there.
Yeah, but you know what I'm going to do here? Something I haven't done yet.
I love it. What do you got?
Take my boy Darren Waller.
Ooh, to pair up with Daniel Jones. I like it, Mike.
Pairing Jonesy with Waller.
Guys, this is the first time, roadies, you're out there watching this mock draft. This is the first time I've seen Mike not take either Mark Andrews, Dulcich, Kincaid, or someone really late. He grabs a mid-tier tight end with Darren Waller, and I can't wait to see how this shakes out.
Yeah, it's Superflex. Superflex paired him with Daniel Jones. He's going to, by and large, be Daniel Jones' top receiving option. So, I'm really happy with getting Waller there. I was all over Ayuk. He was my guaranteed pick there, but because he does not go, then I had to make a move, and I decided to go against it. So here I got Cam Akers or Christian Kirk, and quite frankly, I am going to go Kirk here.
Kirk over
Kirk. Huh? Yeah, I went Kirk over Akers there. So yeah, I mean, for me, that comes down to I don't know. I just felt like it was best available for me, and I can still stack my running back room later. I like having 3 receivers in my first, 4 picks. But so I needed to beef up my receiver room. I just love having wide receiver depth. You can start 5 here, but I'll only start 4 given the Daniel Jones super flex. But if I don't go quarterback late, then I could be using 5 wide receivers in 2 different weeks with Allen and Jones each having a bye.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Here I am on the clock, 8 seconds left. Running backs, I'm looking at taking Javonte Williams. as my RB3 to pair with Gibbs and Chubb. And I took him over Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison, who goes 3 spots after me. And all right, so B-Shade is on the clock here. He has 1 quarterback with Goff, 1 tight end with Goddard, and his running backs are Jacobs and Madison. And he picks another wide receiver to pair with Hill, Kupp, Metcalf, and he grabs Hollywood Brown. I'm back on the clock. And I really want to go Bryce Young here, but I like Stafford. Damn, this is interesting here. 10 seconds. Clock is ticking. Make the right move. We are going to take Matthew Stafford. Let's go.
Wow.
All right. Let's see who Austin takes his team. He has Trevor Lawrence, Geno Smith, McCaffrey, Pierce, Connor, and wide receivers of Olave and London. He probably should go wide receiver here, and he does not. He goes Evan Ingram.
I am looking at this in this pocket. I'm looking at Pickens, Dotson, and James Cook. And if I get robbed here in this quarter, there goes Dotson. So Pickens is my guy. I'm taking Pickens. Now I'm looking at James Cook and Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, 2 great picks.
Then I'm very happy with how I'm sitting here. But yeah, I mean, I'm a Pickens over Deontay Johnson guy. I think he closes the gap and surpasses Deontay this year. Him and Pickett just have something there. There goes James Cook. So I am going Antonio Gibson here.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, Arnold, interesting start here after getting 3 insane wide receivers with Jefferson, Devontae Adams, and Garrett Wilson. He grabs Aaron Jones, Rashad White, Isaiah Pacheco, and James Cook for a great running back room, and Anthony Richardson and Derek Carr, who I don't consider too strong, but man, when you have a squad like that, a supporting cast, hard to poke holes in that strategy. And let's see what Austin does with this pick after going Evan Ingram in the 8th. Takes Kadarius Toney in the 9th.
Lagan just went Jerry Jeudy, so there is 1 pick until us, and Najee and Breece Hall are both still available. Please fall to us, Breece Hall.
That would be very interesting.
We would have a decision between Najee, Breece, J.K. Dobbins, and Ayuk.
Damn it.
Auto draft.
Son of a bitch, Mike.
You got to stay locked in, dude. Come on.
I'm focusing on what you're talking. I know. I need to stay locked in. That was a mishap by me.
Take your person off auto draft.
Oh, let me how do I do? Oh, take it off auto pick. There we go. Yeah, that was a lapse of judgment on my end. I'm distracted by Mike talking about our separate draft that we have. We're just drafting nonstop over and over. So my mistake, but I'm okay with Muth. Muth is a good tight end. I just would not have taken him there in the 9th round. So I'm going to make up for it with this pick. I am back on the clock, and I am going to be grabbing Zay Flowers as to beef up my wide receiver room. And I feel like I made up for that foul move in the 9th where I just auto drafted. But that's what happens, man.
Zay.
Big play, Zay. Yeah, he looked good in that second preseason game, scoring a touchdown. He looks like a really good route runner, so I'm really happy to have him on the squad.
He sure does. So I'm going to continue to beef up my running back room, and I'm getting my boy Samaje Perine. I love Perine. I think he's going to have an awesome role. Sean Payton loves using multiple running backs, and he is a solid receiving running back. So give me Mr. PP.
Mr. PP. Okay, that's what we're calling him now. Interesting. So, all right, Arnold goes Cortland Sutton. Yes. I will say I do like Arnold's team. Just, it's hard to not like it with Jefferson, Adams, and Wilson. Like,
Yeah. Aaron Jones.
yeah, Aaron Jones, Rashad White, James Cook. Like, he is such a good team he's building there. La Famina. I like
you. Fuck you, Arnold.
Mike, you have Waller. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but like, fuck.
I know.
Cocksucker.
Okay. Hello.
Gosh, I really wanted Kincaid there. I'm going Sky Moore.
Solid pick.
So just beefing up depth. That's all I'm doing here is beefing up the depth.
A little Italian beef with your depth, huh?
Give me some Italian beef with the depth there.
Yeah. All right. Austin had a great pick in the 10th round, grabbing Elijah Moore. Let's see who he follows it up with in the 11th. He does have 2 quarterbacks and a tight end, so it looks like he could grab a best available between wide receiver, running back. And he takes a 3rd quarterback in Kenny Pickett. I was way off. Here I am on the clock. 20 seconds. I am focusing. I don't like this pocket of players. I'm not a big fan of this pocket here. So I will be grabbing Devon A-Chain in hopes that he comes back relatively early with the Dolphins and kind of shows out. And I'm hoping and praying with that pick. After A-Chain goes Jamal Williams, followed by Jamison Williams. Jay Williams.
The Williams brothers. The Jay Willies.
The Jay Willies back to back.
Jay Willies.
All right. B Shade is here on the clock. Looking like
Hey,
he's got a good squad here.
Tank
Grabbing a little Tank Bigsby with Herbert, Madison, Jacobs. Nice team here. I feel like every time I am going through and naming players on teams, I can't name them fast enough because then there's picks going off the board. And he goes Elijah Mitchell, followed by Cole Kmet, Tyler Higbee, and I am on the clock here. I could go another quarterback. I think I'll wait. I am going to grab a wide receiver, and I'm going to grab Adam Thielen. No, you know what? I'm going to be best friends with my best friend again, and I'm grabbing Jacoby Myers. Welcome to the squad, Jacoby. Oh. Jacoby Myers. And after Jacoby Myers goes Odell Beckham Jr. Let's see where Austin goes after taking Kenny Pickett in the 11th. His 3rd quarterback, 1 tight end. He has 3 running backs, and he goes Tyler Algier for his 4th running back.
Jacoby is your bestie.
Adam Thielen follows Algier, followed by Greg Dulcich, the Dully Sitch. Mike, you went La Famina went Jalen Warren. You're on the clock, Mike. What do you got?
I am between Romeo Dobbs and Nico Collins, and I kind of want to go Dobbs. I like what I've seen from him and Love. They have this long ball connection, and I'm going to go Dobbs. I'm just not even going to.
Yeah, don't even second guess it. Dobbs looks like he could lead the team in targets, and that's a great pick.
He's just a monster right now. So give me him. Jerome Ford, Jeff Wilson is probably who I'm looking at next. And I'm going to probably lean Wilson right now just because that seems to kind of be his backfield for, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be 3 guys, and it's tough to not go Ford. Maybe I end up going Ford based on his role potentially, and there goes Ford. So ACAT snipes me on Ford. I'm going to go Jeff Wilson because he could be a serious force in that three-headed monster. They didn't get Dalvin Cook. They may look towards Jonathan Taylor, but as of right now, Wilson's going to have a huge role in that backfield. Give me Jeff Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone's going to have a big season in that Miami backfield because that team is high powered. Here I am on the clock, and I am in the 13th round here. I do want another quarterback, but I think I'll wait another round, and I will be grabbing Nico Collins here as another wide receiver to really beef up my depth in a wide receiver heavy type of league with three starting wide receivers. After Nico Collins goes Rashee Rice, Zeke Elliott, Rondale Moore, Devin Singletary, Raheem Mostert. Let's see where B-Shade goes with his final pick. He goes Ryan Tannehill. Roshan Johnson and Tajay Spears is someone who I'm definitely looking at this year. Really like Tajay Spears, but I'm going to be grabbing my last quarterback, my third quarterback in the last round. I'm grabbing C.J. Stroud. Ohio State Buckeye, baby. And Austin is here on the last round with his final pick, and he goes Gerald Everett. Interesting move. Followed by Zay Jones, Michael Mayer, Mike LaFamina with his final pick. Let's see where he goes. Jonathan Mingo. Okay.
Ooh, he's been looking good.
He has.
So I also want to go 3 quarterbacks with this build. I didn't get the wide receiver depth I was hoping for. I'm fine if I don't have to play one in the super flex. So I'm going to go quarterback here, and I am going to go with my best friend, Brock Purdy.
Oh, that was the funniest joke I've heard Mike mention in a long time. He goes Desmond Ritter. That was a funny joke, Mike. That was ha ha, hardy har ha ha. All right, well, Mike, I'm gonna name off some of our contributors, and then I'll name them off on the back half, and then you go ahead and name off the front half with your team. I'm gonna name B Shade. He's drafting from the 11th spot. His quarterbacks are Jared Goff. He got in the 5th round. Bryce Young got in the 10th round, and Ryan Tannehill in the 14th. His one and only tight end, he grabbed Dallas Goedert in the 6th. Running back room, Josh Jacobs in the 3rd, Alexander Madison in the 7th, Khalil Herbert in the 9th, followed by Tank Bigsby in the 11th, and Elijah Mitchell back-to-back in the 12th. And his wide receivers started hot with Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp in the first 2 rounds, followed by DK in the 4th, Hollywood Brown in the 8th, and Rondale Moore in the 13th. Not my favorite team in total, but nice hot start and not bad overall. My team, I started with Joe Burrow in the 1st round, solid quarterback, followed by Matthew Stafford in the 8th and C.J. Stroud in the 14th. Very happy with my quarterback room. My running back room was what kind of very pleased with. Nick Chubb, Jahmyr Gibbs, I got in the 2nd and the 4th round, followed by Javonte Williams in the 7th, which I think is still a value, and Devon Achane, who I'm not thrilled about, but I'm really hopeful that he can come back and make an impact on this team. I got him in the 11th. Wide receivers, I got Devontae Smith in the 3rd, DeAndre Hopkins in the 5th, DJ Moore in the 6th, which I love that, followed by Zay Flowers, who completes kind of like really starts that depth for me, followed by Jacoby Myers and Nico Collins, who I have full faith in. And I, by consolation, drafted Patrick the Muth in the 9th, which I'm fine with, but I would not have taken in there if I had the choice. And then last but not least, I'll just run through this. Austin here in the 6th round or 6th pick was able to grab Trevor Lawrence in the 2nd, Geno in the 4th, Kenny Pickett in the 11th. That's his quarterback room with running backs Christian McCaffrey in the 1st, Damian Pierce in the 5th, James Conner in the 7th, and Algier in the 12th. Wide receivers, Chris Olave, Drake London in the 6th, Gabe Davis and Elijah Moore back-to-back in the 9th and the 10th, followed by Tyler Boyd. I'd really like for him to have a little bit more wide receiver depth in a 3 wide receiver league, but I'll talk to him about that after this draft. And Mike, go ahead and run down Mike LaFamina, Arnold, and your team, please.
Yeah, I'm going to start with my team. So Josh Allen, no brainer, QB1 for me. CeeDee Lamb and Waddle. Those are 2 solid starting wide receivers for me in a 3 wide receiver league. ETN, very high on him, explosive offense. And then I went with Daniel Jones. So I went quarterback early because I really, really like Jones. I like what I've seen from him so far and his boy Darren Waller. So I paired up quarterback, tight end, which I knew I was going to sacrifice some depth at running back and wide receiver. And I needed to make it up for it quickly, which I did with Christian Kirk and George Pickens. So I feel pretty good about my 4 wide receiver deep depth there. Then was able to get Antonio Gibson, Samaje Perine at running back. So I am a little thin there. Jeff Wilson as well. So there's 4 running backs. You only have to start 2. So I think I can do that on a week-to-week basis and feel comfortable. Sky Moore, Romeo Dobbs. I got the depth I was looking for. That's 6 pretty solid wide receivers. And then rounded out with Ritter, who's just a very high ceiling quarterback. So I could plug him in at Superflex during Josh Allen and Daniel Jones bye weeks. So that's, kind of the build I went with. I'm happy with that team. I honestly think I like my teams better when I hammer wide receivers early and then punt on quarterback and tight end. But you just don't know. I mean, Daniel Jones and Josh Allen could put up big time weeks, especially with their ability to run the ball. So I would like to see how this team, would unfold on a week-to-week basis. La Famina. I'm just going to say I really like this team off the jump. Hurts, Amon-Ra, so he gets a pretty good wide receiver 1 and then follows that up with Keenan Allen, Calvin Ridley, and Ayuk, and Dotson. So he's got 5 very deep wide receivers. I like that. Pollard should be an animal this year. Him and Kamara after 3 games. Then he's got Charbonneau, McKinnon, Jalen Warren, who's been picking up a lot of steam as of late. Howell, who looked outstanding, is his QB2. So if he has a year where he looks like he's the franchise quarterback and he's got the Dotson Howell connection, that could be a very good pickup for him late in the 10th round. Jawan Johnson is a guy that I've always kind of been pretty high on, but he is getting a lot of love here late. They're even thinking that he could score the most touchdowns out of any tight end. So him in the 13th, and then Mingo, talented rookie who looked good catching the ball from Bryce Young. I like his team a lot. ACAD. So he started off Jefferson, Adams, Wilson, Jones. I love that start.
Hot.
Yeah, I love that start, but then he had to make up for it at quarterback, and he went Richardson and Carr. Carr's more consistent, so I like that he double tapped there, but honestly, I'm not a Richardson guy at all. I would be really worried about the volatility there with him going through growing pains his rookie year. Rashad White, Pacheco, and Cook. I do think he got very good depth at running back. Sutton, Kincaid, Laporta, Ford, and then got his boy Baker in the last pick. So the tight end room's looking good. The running back room is looking pretty good as well. And then he, of course, has those 3 monsters at wide receiver. I think that team will put up some big points, but I'm worried about the quarterbacks.
I completely agree with you. I do like La Famina's team. That was a great breakdown. The Dotson and Howell stack right there is very, very interesting. If that ends up panning out for him,
especially if McLaurin ends up having turf toe. They said a little bit about it, but turf toe could be pretty nagging, and if he misses any time, then that is going to be the go-to connection. I think we're both a little too low on the Redskins. If that defense is as good as it has been in the past, then they could actually contend and win some ball games.
Yeah, I will say though, with La Famina's team, he really needs Charbonneau to start hot. With Kamara missing the first 3 weeks, all you have is Pollard, no Kamara. Charbonneau needs to be hot because then you got McKinnon and Jalen Warren, who to me aren't very trustworthy early on. So yes, his team looks good, but definitely has a deficit at running back until Kamara comes back. Yeah. Just wanted to put that caveat in there, but yeah. Anything else you wanted to mention here, Mike, before we hit the road?
No, I think it was a successful draft. We only had, a couple, half of the room was auto drafting. So we did have some humans in here to kind of throw that wrench into it. And I went with a different strategy this time. It'll be interesting to see how in future mocks I build if I'm at this spot. But, I felt like that was the right decision after getting, Ayuk sniped and kind of a pocket there where I could have went Najee, but I think there's a lot of value of having two big time quarterbacks. And that's what I think of when I think of Daniel Jones. So,
yeah, I completely agree. We appreciate everybody checking us out here on the YouTube and the podcast. Again, check out the Substack, thefantasyroadshow.substack.com. Go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/sportsethos. We have a tab under podcast. We're the only one there. We have all of our library of videos. Check them out. Go through them all. Like, subscribe, the works. And most importantly,
buckle up.